Hello guys, welcome to this exciting video series where I'm going to show you guys the full-fledged application, how this works. I'm going to show you the user interface where I'm going to sign up. You log into the system and try to uh, perform every functionality that I built into the system. So you guys will just follow along as I'm trying to demonstrate this real life application. This is a production ready application. I mean, a working system that has all the codes, and I've also explained each of the code section. You could extend it, you could clone it for the repo, and of course, you are welcome to contribute as well. Thank you. Here, I have some file here. If you come here, I created like a make file here for easy run. So I could say make a install dev, so that is to install all the dependencies. But right now, what I want is I want to say make run API. I want to run the backend, right? Take note that your environment variable must have been set. Look at the sample environment variable here, right? That you need to set for the application to work efficiently. So this is a warning log. I'm going to find a way to resolve this warning log. Yeah, if you look at the backend is running. Look at the log, and you're gonna see the magic how everything works together. And for the front end application, uh, I have my sorry, this is the front end. I think I need to let me try to run the front end. Let us see implement dev. So I have to start the front end application. I could go to my browser to refresh. Let me try to log out. This is the front end application. This is the front end application here. On the backend, if you can see here, it is also running. If you look at the request here, I designed it in such a way that I'll be able to keep track of when the request started, when the request ended. I mean, everything is available. You could just use the code, extend it, and pick whatever you need from there. Or if you want to deploy it to your server, you can do that. Remember, if you need to deploy to server, you need to come here, change your this configuration to point to your own environment. Sorry, here I have a dev environment here, so you have to provide all this environment very so that the application will be able to work seamlessly. So right now, let me switch to the client application, which is this, right? This is a complete application that is working. I have existing user that ai.gmail.com. I'm gonna put my password. This sign in. I'm waiting for something on the backend. This is knowledge base. For example, we have some internal organization documentation, as I've explained before, where you configure in the YAML file, and this is what I classify as knowledge base. I integrated Jira, Confluence, GitHub, Datadog, and also web documentation reader. Maybe you configure a list of URL for user to be able to just enter, ask question directly. Maybe you want to say, okay, can you give me some information about maybe external documentation that your organization maintain, and you want to restrict access to all those external link alone, maybe anything outside that, You don't want user to have access to that. So these are the list of tools. You may be asking, why does this guy integrate Confluence, Jira, GitHub? If you come across any error, if an LLM come across an error in the Datadog, of course, I could implement different kind of provider. Just ask, I'm going to add it. I'm going to add it to it. So if an LLM come across different error, the LLM will use all this knowledge to be able to resolve it. It will check the code base to give you the reason for such error. Imagine you have several services. Because in my experience in my company, where we have like hundreds of services, different services. So to manage this, even though we have Datadog interface where we manage a lot of things, it's still some sort of tedious. But having this integration make it easy. So these are the previous chat section I had with the model. You can see it here. So sorry, my Datadog account expired, so I could not search this information. That's why this guy is hallucinating, could not get something from the Datadog. So if you want to rename the title, it is working. You can rename the title to something else. Yours new name, right? You see, it changed. And if you check the backend to see the request flow, you'll be able to understand that it is working fine. Look at it. Manual update title for section, you see. Request completed. You see? So this is why I say this is a working system. You could extend it and clone it. And I could also delete this. Maybe I don't want this conversation again. I could cancel it. I could delete it. And of course, I could share it. This share is still, I'm having some issues which I'm going to resolve and push to you guys. But it's also working. There, but I need to fix the bug there. That was why I paused that front-end implementation from there. So from here, you could also try to see, okay, I want to delete this. Let's try it out. You see, that is gone. So I could select any of the, and there is automatic title generation based on conversation with the agent. If you look at it here, because could you give me any report summary that happened between this? This is gonna take it from the, it's the error summary, Confluence search timeout. This is searching the Datadog, right? It is actually searching the Datadog. I could specify a specific service, mention different, give it more context for you to be able to do the searching efficiently. And here, if you look at here, I could select different provider. This is working, right? Take note, I have Olama. This is because I have all this configuration available. Because if you check if you check the application LLM.yaml file, it has more than this. But those that have valid configuration will automatically be displayed here, right? So this is where I was trying to clarify like a Jira story. I was trying to talk to agent that I need some requirement clarifications, right? So let me try to create a new chart here so as to demonstrate. Let's say, hello, could you provide me with a list of issues assigned to individual order of or individual currently in progress look at it. I did not mention Jira, right? Let's see the magic. Let's see what is going to happen. I'm not going to show you guys how this works. Look at it here. Let's see what is going on here. Try to create LLM instance using the model version. Remember, I select a particular model version. So if you look at it here, trying to check all the tools, but at the end of the day, LLM will decide which tools to use, right? Let's see what is happening. You see, it is actually calling a Jira tools, right? It understands that you see the magic. Even though I did not specify the Jira, look at it, look at the log here. Successfully search issue a query assigned to this in progress. Look at it, it return response, and look at it. Let's check. Boom, we have it here. I say here are the 3 issues currently assigned to a GitHub. And if I open this, let me try to open this, right? This is my Jira account I created for this demo. Let me try. Oh, no. It's not supposed to be supposed to, because I'm accessing the Jira endpoint. Let me see Jira. Oh, sorry guys, because I'm not logging in here. Because I need to log in on another Jira account. So let me do that. I'm gonna pause the video and try to. Yeah, guys. Because I'm using this my account ai.ejide@gmail.com. So I'm gonna log in again so that you see it. And of course, the previous conversation will be there. Take note, this is the chat section because so if I open this, let me try to open this because I logged in. This is just trying to show me this. So if I say Jira, let me open this and actually confirm how many tasks is assigned to Ejide here. In progress, right? I see the list of tasks. Yeah. If you can see it here, how many tasks does it return? It returned 3 tasks. So business, design, data architecture, and this and that. Okay, I want to show you something that is not just a question and answer. I want to open this. Just to see that. I'm going to try to delete this comment, right? Assuming I want to ask more requirement clarification. Because I could say, regarding this is from for I don't really understand the requirements. Could you explain what this is all about and the best way to do the implementation? Because in my experience, I've worked with some organization that even it was difficult. Most of these people don't provide enough Jira story. I mean, enough user story. If the user story is not adequate, I need to be able to ask a clarification. Maybe I could talk to the agent to explain to me in the best possible way, or I could ask the agent to try to put some comment for me. Maybe I could tag anybody in the process. Imagine I'm not the one to compose all this technical expression. And let's check the backend, how the request is currently being processed. I think it is done. See, you see the agent trying to check the confluence if there are any information related to that. This is going to try to check the GitHub if you have any existing information that could be of help. So I'm going to switch so you will see the client application in action. When you understand the requirement, the tasks involve designing a data transformation interface that will handle the presentation of data even to the vector database. Unfortunately, there is no description provided in the Jira story issues. So look at it. Look at it here, guys. So this guy is trying to tell me the implementation guideline. Look, internally, this guy has actually checked the confluence if there are any documentation that could be of help. I decide not to show it because I decide to tell I look, this guy already queried this because if there is need for, if anything is going to be like of help when I ask for more requirement clarification. Now look at it this way. It's asking me clarifying the requirement. It says, since the issue lacked details, consider reaching out to your team or stakeholder for clarification. Okay, let me see. Can you talk to Asi Nyambola to provide more requirement uh, requirement clarification oh no, clarification. Oh, this is wrong. I need these details for a comprehensive understanding. I'm saying, okay, maybe you should talk to Asi Nyambola, right? Look at the magic here. I did not tell this guy how to do its job. I'm going to show you here. Look at what he's doing. It will try to try to filter the user that is trying to. I'm just trying to show this. This is actually retrieving all this from cache. Don't think that it's trying to create them again, right? I just try to enable this verbose log so that I'll be able to monitor what is going on. This already return response, right? And maybe you see it already generates title for the LLM. I find a user in Jira and I will now prepare to add a comment to the Scrum as asking for, look at it. Could you please provide more details regarding the requirement specification? Look at it, say, if you please confirm if you like me to proceed with posting the comment. I could say, okay, yes, confirm. So if you check here, this is I think I did not share that screen. So this is asking me to provide more clarification. Look at it. It said it find the user, right? And of course, it really find the user. It's asking for that if it could proceed to ISO confirm if you want to post this. Look at here, we don't have any comment here right now, but you're gonna see the comment here. So this is still working, and look at it. The comment has been successfully added to this Scrum. Here is what was posted. Remember, before you to post the comment, you ask me. So if you want this model, this Again, to write the comment again, you could ask. Let's check it. Can you see it? Hi, Atiyabola, could you provide this? You see it? So this is not just a question and answer. This is something I integrated that it enable you. You could just deploy it to your organization server and try to use it. Take note. I'm gonna try to reload this, refresh my page. You see this is, we also have an automatic title generation, right? Look at it. Issues clarification for Scrum 4. You see, this is automatic generated from the backend. You could actually change it. Imagine you as a support, you have support. You are working on a support ticket and you need LLM to do a lot of things. Look, here, this is what I asked from the LLM. You could ask question about a repository and how it relates to a Confluence document, or how your repository relate to your Jira story. And you could say post a comment on Jira. You could do a lot of things. You could add external implementation. So if you see here, I say give me a complete summary of AgentHub. What is this project all about? Try to pull the GitHub repository, try to explain to me. Imagine, no, not that I actually clone the project. So if you have a lot of document in Confluence or in any other external storage, you could ask information about that within the same interface. You could create a support to actually try to share any issues with another engineer that need to work on it. So this is how it works. And I'm going to show you like the conversational sign up. We'll log out of here and try to do something else. I hope you guys will enjoy it and look at it here. Welcome. Let's create your account. What is your email address? I want to pretend I don't know. What do you mean by an email address? Imagine you have a complex onboarding process that you want user to ask further clarification about anything. This is why I built something like this, not just because this is too simple for a conversational flow, right? But I'm just trying to demonstrate this. For a complex process, I think it is best to do it in a modern way. Okay, I could say Dolphin Timothy, right? And look at it. Oh, this doesn't look like a valid email address. Please try again. This is my front end trying to say this is. So if I say, okay, my email address is Dolphin. Okay, let me use existing user. Okay, Dolphin Timothy at gmail.com. Or maybe if I could use existing user, ai.oyejide at gmail.com. Boom. Let's see what is going to happen. You see, this email address is already registered. Please use a different email address. Why do I need to use a different email address? And why is this email already registered? It is flexible, right? Look at it. You need to use a different email address to ensure that each account is unique. Imagine you have a complex workflow and there are some domain knowledge that user need to understand before completing the onboarding process. This is why you need to be like a conversational sign up. Let me try to this. Other find at gmail.com. I'm not sure if this email address already exists. Okay, let me use another mode of page at gmail.com. Can you see? It's progressing, telling me that Great. Now choose a username, right? It is progressing. I could choose agenda, perfect, create a password. I could say, okay, I could create a password. Let me try to create a weak password and see. Password must be at least 8 character. Of course, I could do some validation at the front end before I would send it to the backend, right? I'm just trying to show it. I could say my password is excellent. What is your first name? Let me see. My first name is this. I could say here is my first name. You see, I'm typing. Uh, why do you need my last name? I'm asking, right? You see, you see, this is friendly. We need your last name to help personalize your account so that this and that. Okay, I'm gonna provide my last name. That was my last name. See it. Welcome on board. I can't create it, and I'm in. Right? I could begin to ask a question. Um, I could log out. Right? Let me try to log in. The video on